So this is my review of the Streamlight protac HLX. I've been running it now for 3 or 4 months now, and for what you get, it's definitely worth it. I would highly recommend it to anyone looking for a weapon light that doesn't want to pay, like $300-400 for the entire setup for a Surefire Scout. What you get in the box is you get obviously the light, you get a push button tail cap, and then you get the pressure tape that you can put up on top. You also get two rail retaining clips that you can throw onto your Picatinny rail. I say a lot, don't I? I need to work on that. But you get zip ties to zip tie it down once you put it in there. You also get a piece of double-sided tape. And if you don't like the two retaining clips that it comes with, Cloud Defense offers a really nice shoe that takes that place. And the reason Streamlight went and did that instead of just making a dedicated Picatinny rail mount pressure tape is versatility. You can put this on a shotgun, you can put this on an AR, AK, any long gun that you need a light on. And personally, I think it's great. I think that, it's fantastic that you have such versatility with it, and you can do what you need to do with it. The light itself is 1,000 lumens, and your candela is 27,000 candela. That's a really intense hotspot that you get in the center of your beam. And as you'll see here in a second, I'm gonna switch it over. I'm gonna show you some clips of using it out in a field, because I mostly work out in open areas and not so much inside buildings, in and around buildings. It's very rare that I work in urban environments doing what it is that I do. As you can see here, it has an intense hot spot that can really light up the outdoors or wherever it is you're working. But these clips really don't do the light justice. It's one of those things you'd have to just try for yourself, have a friend that already has one, and just see how you like it. I guarantee you'll love it. I've just about beaten the shit out of this light. When I do go and train in urban environments, or I go and work in environments that are urban, I make mistakes, people. Don't judge me. But I've barricaded off concrete pillars. I've barricaded off T-posts out in fields, off trees and other things of that nature. And I've dropped it, just general spill kind of things. I leaned it up against the side of the truck and it fell over. And then I actually did some actual drops with it. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of that, and I should have, but I didn't. But in the review process, I beat the shit out of my light. And I actually ran it up in line with one of the ports of my compensator and purposely tried to kill this light in the times that I've been using it. And I've got about 3,000 rounds on just this light alone. Now on other rifles that I have, I went ahead and put this light on it just because in the beginning of the review process I really liked this light, and in the future I'm going to choose this light over a Surefire any day of the week, just because it's cost effective and it's extremely bright and works really well for what I need. And for law enforcement or military, militia use, even people who spotlight at night, because that is a thing. It does happen, as much as we don't want it to. There are people that go spotlighting at night and just shoot critters off the side of the road. And for whatever reason, people do it. But getting to my point, law enforcement, military, militia, this is a great light for these guys, because not a lot of us make a whole lot of money, and going and paying, the price for a Surefire is kind of outrageous, and it's not very cost effective for a lot of us. Um, this light was $120 out of the box. Holy shit, my camera moved. Let me fix that. Okay. I'll try and edit that out. Maybe I won't. Who cares? It's my fault for forgetting my camera stand today. But um, it's extremely cost effective. For $120, um, how could you say no? For me, it's better quality than the Surefires. I wouldn't say better quality. I'd say just as good as a Surefire. Um, but I would choose this over a Surefire any day of the week. I've already gotten rid of my Surefires because I got this Streamlight. I don't need any other light anymore because now I have this light. And I don't see why you wouldn't get it. Unless you're one of those guys who wants, name brand, expensive, everything, so you can go to the range and show off like, oh, look, I got a $400 light. If that's what you're into, then by all means, get the Surefire. Um, if that's what you're issued and you don't have a choice, then that's, your own limitation. But if you have the option to put the light that you choose, I would say go with the Streamlight. For the reason that it can take a beating, it's extremely versatile, and the price point is there. It's an extremely affordable light. I've been playing around with some of the other Streamlights, and I'm gonna do another review on some of those. Um, and obviously that's going to be a different video because I don't have time to put it all in one video, because y'all would get bored to shit and probably exit out. Not that there's a whole lot of people watching at this point, but the other great thing about this light is it's dual fuel, like most of the lights on the protac line from Streamlight. It's dual fuel. It's a 2-cell light. You can run 2 CR123s in it, which get expensive after a while, or you can order Streamlight's rechargeable 18650s and it runs off one of those. And I love the fact that you have the option to put a rechargeable light, battery in the light, for the reason that it's rechargeable. It doesn't cost a lot of money, a couple cents on your light bill to charge both batteries. And it's one of those buy once, cry once kind of deals, in my opinion. I went ahead and ordered the 18650s, and the runtime is pretty damn good. Whenever I do go do low light training, or I go out to the field to go do stuff, or whatever it is I'm doing with my light, hear a bump in the night at the house and I'm going through my house making sure no one's there that's not supposed to be, my light doesn't stay on very long. And but you have a 1.25 hour run time with it if you just constantly leave it on. And that's pretty good for 1,000 lumens if you ask me. And with a rechargeable battery, it doesn't really matter much. It's a quick change out in the field from one battery to the next. If your battery does go down in the field, and for some reason you didn't change your battery before you went out to go do something where you're going to need that light, or where you might potentially need that light. The other great thing about it is it's a real small package. The light's not very big, whereas Streamlight or Surefire's brighter lights are much longer. This one has the same footprint as a Surefire M600. So if you want to go with a different mounting option, or you already have a Surefire mounting system, this light will work on those different mounting systems. And that's great for a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna really benefit from that. Um, the light comes in at about 5 and some change inches, and it weighs at 6 and some change ounces. I don't remember the exact specifics on it, but it doesn't add any weight to your gun. Um, the light I was running on here before was much bigger, not much brighter. I think the last light I had on here was a 350 lumen light. It was crap. But I noticed a weight reduction when I switched from my old light to my Streamlight. And another problem people might have with running your lights up as far as I do is carbon buildup. And what I've figured out is if you just add a little bit of chapstick to the lens of your light, it cleans extremely easily, and it doesn't take much. Just a real light coating with some chapstick will keep it from getting permanently damaged. You will see some light distortion and the quality of light shift from being amazing to crappy if you go a few rounds. Hell, it's like what I think I start having a problem at like 20 or 30 rounds where the quality of light shifts. But just a little bit of chapstick on there will solve your problem, and you just wipe it off. Simple as that. As you'll see here in the next clip, it just wipes off very easily. Again, it doesn't take very much, but look at how clearly this cleans up. Went from crappy looking to brand new in just a matter of seconds. And it's just a quick wipe and back to badass. Another great thing about this light is, with it being as bright as it is and the hotspot being as intense as it is, it has a very long throw. I've been able to identify targets up to, I think it was around 100 yards or so, more or less, with the magnified optic. I was using a Trijicon ACOG 4-power, and over 100 yards, the minimum was 100 yards, I believe. But at distance, I was able to identify targets at, 100 yards plus. I don't remember exactly how far it was. I stretched it out. Besides forgetting my camera stand, I forgot my notes also. But it's with the magnified optic, you can, get out there and touch someone if you have to. I don't see the need for much more than that. It's a great light. I'll keep saying it over and over again. It is a fantastic light, and it's a workhorse. It takes a beating and it keeps on going. There's not much more you could ask for in a light, especially such a budget light. To me, it's no contest. So you should seriously look into getting this light. It's great for the money. So remember, hashtag Streamlight or no light. That's my thing. Fuck off.